Hello friends, today I will discuss the graph, oriented graph, links, twigs, trees, cotrees, Tiest. So let me discuss first graph. Graph is nothing but a representation of the a given network by the lines and the dots. Dots represents the nodes and lines represents the elements. So if you look at this diagram, this is nothing but a graph without any orientation. This is one node called 1, this is second node, this is the third node, this is fourth node. All nodes are represented with dots. Similarly, here elements between 1 and 2 nodes, there is one element called A. Between node 1 and node 3, the element is B. Between node 1 and node 4, the element is C. Between node 2 and node 3, the element is D. Between node 3 and node 4, element is E. Between node 2 and node 4, the element is F. And this graph, we can draw a tree. A tree is nothing but, it is also a graph. It may be a general graph or oriented graph. Oriented graph means each branch will have the current direction, connecting all nodes without closed path. So tree means it is a graph connecting all nodes without closed circuit. And the tree will have two types of branches. One is called links, which will be shown by dotted lines. There are other types of branches, they are called twigs. They are shown by thick lines like this. This is one thick line, this is another thick line, this is another thick line. These are called the twigs. Whereas these dotted lines indicates the links. And the number of nodes for this graph are 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. A graph can have number of trees and each tree do not have any closed path, but it connects all the nodes present in the graph. This is the one tree for a given graph. There is node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. They are all connected by thick lines. Those thick lines are called the twigs. So this is called the tree. And the other elements for this tree are called cotree. For this tree, there exists a cotree. That cotree is nothing but these dotted lines connecting all the nodes, 3 nodes. So you can see here 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. These are the 3 links or dotted lines which will form the cotree for this tree. Like this, for each tree there is a cotree. So this is another tree for the given graph. This is the graph, and here also all the elements, all the nodes are connected by the thick lines, that is called twigs, A, D, E, and they connect node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4. This is called tree, second tree. Similarly, there is another tree can be drawn like this. This is node 3, node 1, node 4, node 2, and between each node, between pair of nodes, there is an element here. This is also a tree. So if you look at this, here also there is no closed path to circulate the current. Similarly, there is no closed path for circulating the current. Similarly, there is another tree which can be drawn for the given graph, that is like this 2, 3, 4, 1. They are connected like this, and between two nodes there exists a element, here D, here E, C, like this. Similarly, another tree also can be drawn for the given graph. This is node 1, node 2, this is node 3, node 4. All nodes are connected together with the thick line, that is called twigs, and this is a fifth tree for the given graph. Next, tie set. Tie set is also a graph with only one link. So let us take a problem like this. Find tie sets for the following oriented graph. Oriented graph means current directions are shown like this. So this direction of current can be chosen in any direction according to our wish, and that its corresponding tree also can be drawn like this. So this thick line indicates the tree, whereas the this dotted lines indicates the links of this graph. So to know the tie set, we should know how many tie sets will come for a given graph. So for a given graph, the number of nodes are given as 4, and the total number of branches available are A, B, C, D, E, F. That is totally 6 branches. Then total number of twigs is nothing but n minus 1, that is number of nodes are 4, minus 1 means 1, 4 minus 1 means 3. So here we get 3 twigs. So then we get the number of tie sets equal to 3. So now we can draw each tie set like this. So for the given graph, you have one link here, that is with A branch, we get the link here. Links are represented with the dotted lines, and whereas the twigs are represented with the thick line like this, that is D and B. Similarly, there is another tie set called like this. This is one thick line, this is another thick line, this twig, this is another twig, there is another link here. So look at this, there is only one link for each tie set. This here one link, here also one link. Similarly, we can draw another tie set, that is, so D and E are the twigs which are thick lines, and there exists a link like this, F link. This is another tie set. So we have seen tie sets equal to the number of links, and number of links is nothing but, so number of links are nothing but 3. So we get here 3 tie sets like this. Let me summarize once. We have seen what is meant by graph, and we have seen what is oriented graph, and we also saw the links, twigs, tree, cotree, and tie sets, and how to get the number of tie sets, and also how to get the number of trees also discussed.